till about 1970s, this was the method which we have done, but then the digital electronics has come, and in digital electronics, the more natural thing for you to use is a waveforms which are either 1 or a minus 1, or a 1 or a 0 or 1 or a minus 1, binary waveform. Can I now expand this function XFT in terms of binary waveforms rather than continuous waveforms like your analog waveforms like your cosine and sine? And so I need to find an orthonormal set with this phi's being equal to either a 1 and minus 1 only. So the waveform should be something like this. The one realization of the phi it, either a plus 1 or a minus 1, and the durations are such that a whole set of this n of them are orthogonal to each other. It is quite easy to see the orthogonality is possible, because I can always find another waveform so that this multiplied by that, this multiplied by that, this multiplied by that adds up to 0, right? And what is that set? It is a very useful set. You will come across them quite frequently in communication theory and electronics. These waveforms are known as Walsh-Hadamard waveforms. Walsh is a mathematician, American mathematician. Hadamard is a French mathematician, and almost there is about 100-year difference between these two time scales. But credit is also given to Walsh by Americans, so it is called a Walsh-Hadamard forms. I mean, nice to know, I mean, may not be so important for you in this level, but these are like conceptually you see what you are building up. From continuous signals, we are moving into binary signals, and looking for binary signals which are orthogonal, so that I can express any time function in terms of binary signals. Then it is very easy for me to generate those binary signals by using gates and flip-flops. So I generate this, multiply the signal with respect to this, update the value of AI, very easy. So because of the instrumentation, you see advantage, people went into Walsh-Hadamard, and 1970-80 time scale was the most exciting time scale for the Walsh and Hadamard. How do you generate these waveforms? It is very simple, very, very simple. Hadamard has given a matrix called Hadamard matrix, where if you say Hadamard matrix is 1, 1, 1, 0 of 2 by 2 matrix, you generate a Hadamard matrix of 4 size by putting in M2 and M2 and M2 and M2 bar. You see the structure of this? What it means is, the same M2 is plugged in here, the same M2 is plugged in here, the same M2 is plugged in here, whereas this one is the complement of this. That means this will be now 0, 0, 0, 1. So now we built a Hadamard matrix of size 4 by 4. I can take that and do the same trick and get 8 by 8. I can get 16 by 16. So this is beauty of the Hadamard matrix. And it turns out that the elements of this Hadamard matrix, any row, are orthogonal to each other. For example, let us take this case of 1, 1 minus 1, because 0 now we interpret as equal to minus 1 in binary algebra. Then it becomes 1, 1, 1 minus 1, 1, 1, 1 minus 1. And this becomes 1, 1, 1 minus 1, and this becomes minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, 1. Take any two rows and multiply and add. That is what you are doing by integration, right? Multiplication by this and add. So, see whether they add to 0 or not. 1 and 1 is 1 plus 1, 1 and minus 1 is minus 1, 1 and 1 is 1, 1 and minus 1 is minus 1, sum total of that is equal to 0. They are orthogonal. All are equal energy, because square of this plus square of this plus square of this plus square is same as the square of this plus square of this. Any two you take, they will be orthogonal. So, he has given this method of generating this orthonormal set, which as a waveform will look like, first one is a constant value, second one is a and the third one is a and the fourth one is a binary waveform, right? Some doubt? I am sorry, it's the other way around. All these four are orthogonal waveforms. So, I can use this orthogonal set to express any function in terms of expansion, in terms of a 4-dimensional vector. If you want to go still higher, you do the same trick once more, you get 16 waveforms, and you can get 32 waveforms, you get 64 waveforms, and so on and so forth. And this is what Walsh found out from the Hadamard matrix, and hence it is called a Walsh-Hadamard waveform, orthogonal set. It is a bit side story, not part of this course, but you must know, when I transmit a binary signal of n bits, some bits will go wrong because of noise. 1 may become 0, 0 may become 1 because of some noise in it. At the receiving end, I receive a wrong ones and zeros, so I interpret the signal as a wrong signal. Somewhere around 1970s, 60s, effort started in terms of, given the observation at the output, is there a way of correcting the signal to be the right one? That means, I received the signal x1 as a messed up signal at the output. Now, looking at that output, can I say that this output corresponds to x1, not to x2 or x3? So, if I have some capability to do some error correction, then I can build up that error correction capabilities to correct the signals, so that even in the presence of noise, I am able to get rid of the errors. Some of you must have heard Hamming code. They are all computer scientists.